get the regular Full Metal Jacket ammo. I noticed this version of the game doesn't seem to have like the plus P and the AP stuff. 5, 6. Let's go with 6 boxes. I always liked the number 2100. Don't know why. Like the number 21. Like the number 2100. There's a song about the number 21. 21. Take away 9, 12 little children standing in line. That take 2, that gives you 10. Take away 8, you've got 2 again.
Yeah, you got 2 again. You got 2 again. You used to love me once and now you got 2 again. You got 2 again. You got 2 again. You used to love me once and now you got 2 again. I see how easy that was.
Welcome back. I am a friendly pest, and today I'm playing Into the Radius 1.0. Playing on an Oculus Quest 2, streaming this game from my PC over Airlink. And today is going to be a different kind of day. Having a hard time making myself do this video today. Life throws curves at you, you know what I mean? I'm preoccupied with real life things. They have my full attention, and they make all of this seem less important. But I also feel an obligation to create content for the people that enjoy my content, especially for the people that donate to my Patreon, which I'm up to 4 patrons now, which is incredible. I never advertise that. I never talk about that. So when people find that and decide to support me in that way, I'm humbled by it, and I'm in their debt. I'm in their debt. So I'm going to create a video today. Ordinarily, I clean all this stuff out before I start the video. Today, I'm going to do this, and then we'll look at the computer, and maybe we'll find something close to do out in the field. But we're not going to jump in some hour-and-a-half long adventure. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to treat it like therapy and try to clear my thoughts, and we'll see how the day goes. So, this will go up on Friday. Hopefully you're having a good week. Hopefully everything is well. It's now officially May, though it doesn't feel like it. It's been cold and wet so far. We don't want to lose that. We'll keep those just in case eventually we opt to use them. Cold and wet, and that's unfortunate, but it's okay. The next week or so, I expect nice weather will be upon us, moods will be brightened, be able to spend more time outside training instead of training in my basement, where I've got a treadmill. So there's a story behind that too. I brought it home for free because it didn't work. And then, well, it's hard to read that. Brought it home for free because it didn't work. And people are quick, very quick, to throw stuff away when it quits working and just buy something else. And being a person of less than stellar monetary power, I take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Take what people don't want, figure out why it doesn't work, make it work again. Because everything in life is so much more simple than people would have you believe. I wonder how the condition of all this stuff is after that run. Not amazing. So the durability on the AK, though I fired a lot of shots, and I don't usually fire a ton of shots through this. This thing here, I'll go 2-3 runs before I clean it, and it's not jamming, and it's not in poor condition. That was a huge run, and I used this a bunch, so I guess it's fair that its condition is poor. So we'll clean that up. We need to buy some boxes of ammo. We've only got 4 rounds left. Otherwise, let's deposit some of these meds. We don't need to take that much. So yeah, get this treadmill out of a guy's garage. The thing quit working. Bring it home. I've got a basic multimeter, check electricity, continuity, stuff like that. Start figuring out what it's not doing. Figure out what components could make it not do the things it's not doing. Check forums online, figure out that this is a common failure on this board. Bang, it's available on Amazon. I've got a perfectly adequate functioning treadmill for $60 and a little effort, and I learned something about the treadmill at the same time. So there you go. If you want stuff in life, you can either be blessed to have the funds to do it, or you can put in a little effort. And that's always been my strategy. I don't make much money, but I live simply. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this PPSH as well. Originally, I was going to clean it up, but I forgot once they get past certain condition, you can't clean them. I'm definitely not paying to fix it before I sell it. I'm going to sell it. Put in the extra work. If you do things other people are not willing to do, you will have other things. You will have things that other people cannot have, right? You put in the effort to do things people are not willing to do, and you will be able to do things that other people are not able to do. I don't think I need to heal, but I do need ammo. So if we could just remember 545 by 39, make sure I don't accidentally buy something wrong. Get the regular full metal jacket ammo. I noticed this version of the game doesn't seem to have like the plus P and the AP stuff. 5, 6. Let's go with 6 boxes. I always liked the number 2100. Don't know why. Like the number 21. Like the number 2100. There's a song about the number 21. 21. Take away 9, 12 little children standing in line. That take 2, that gives you 10. Take away 8, you've got 2 again. No? Roger Miller, one of my favorite wordsmiths. Had a very unique, interesting sense of timing and use of the English language, the way it walks on itself. Use that in his songs. Timeless music. And I'm not saying that in the sense that most people say things are timeless. Hundreds of years from now, humans still exist. Roger Miller will still be a genius, and his music will still be satisfying to listen to. You cannot say that about most modern music, in my opinion. Settle that with it being my opinion. I know a lot of people like that. Modern music, that's cool. I ain't mad at you for liking a thing. I don't care for it. I don't care for modern rap, rock, country, none of it. It all feels very distilled. It feels very generic in a way. It's like I made this. I don't know if I ever said this in a video or not, but I call it like the Mountain Dew effect. So everything needs cleaned up. It's like the human body evolved to find things it needed to survive. That's why we like sugar. It's why we like food. It's why we like fat. You know what I mean? Then you take something like Mountain Dew and Doritos, and they taste amazing. So they hit those biological markers that evolved for survival, but they don't do any of the things that our body thinks its eating is supposed to do, right? It's like the distillation of what hits the right button, but is absolutely not what you need. And that is culture everywhere, everything I see. It's people focusing on this one aspect that is very satisfying, and you're drawn to it hard. You're drawn to that dopamine and that taste and that, but it's not what you need, and it's not good for you, and it's extremely damaging. And that's society in a nutshell. There you go. Let's see if there's anything worth doing. So, species research. Take a photo of a spawn. That might be fun. We'll do that. That could be a good time. And I'm going to go ahead and clean this up really quick. I don't like cleaning weapons in this, because I noticed. See what I mean? It's not as, it don't work good. Technically speaking, it don't work good. No, that's not good. Because evidently, this wasn't healed enough to brush. and you don't get to see your little health bar while you're working. So what condition are we in? Okay, now we're ready for the brush, or the ramrod. And I find the vise is finicky. Anyway, get this cleaned up. It also takes a very long time to clean. Generally, at least. My first experience with the Makarov was that case, and I think this thing just made a liar out of me. No, it's still not clean. We're not in the mood for that today. We'll be okay with what we have, just going out to get a picture of a spawn. Anyway, buy our camera, and we'll get out there and we'll get it. Life right now. I feel like a page has turned. I've been doing this for well over a year, and I want to keep doing this, but I'm probably going to adjust my why a little bit. Really, I have to buy the camera, and it costs $200. That's unfortunate. I always made content because I wanted to make content, and I feel like I stayed true to that mission, but I also tried to make the content while staying within my vision of these long form, largely unedited, talk about whatever I wanted to. I also, in the back of my mind, was thinking about growth the whole time and trying to find ways to improve the content in ways that people would like and watch and enjoy. And it's not that I don't want people to enjoy my content. It's far from reality. But I feel like a page is turning mentally. My priorities are shifting. I've been working out super hard. I've been training super hard. I want to do these obstacle course runs this year. I want to do a marathon this year, which is super ambitious. I'm not in shape to do that. I'm not even going to edit this transition here as I teleport. I'll keep talking. Yesterday I ran 5.25 miles on the treadmill. It took me an hour. You know what I mean? Well, a marathon's 26.2 miles. I literally spawned in the truck. That's kind of cool. So the notion of running 26.2 miles at the pace that I can currently sustain, I'll die from sun exposure before I get there, right? So I'm going to have to increase my speed considerably. And then today, I'm not as sore as I expected to be, but I had a lot of muscle soreness last night. Usually, I suffer more from that delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, because cool people like acronyms. Last night I was sore immediately, and today I'm not sore, which is odd. Like I feel some, but not like I did last night. And we'll see how that goes. I'm also doing 3,000 push-ups for May, so I'm going to do 100 a day. I'll have more than 3,000. That's the goal, right? So I'm focusing on a lot on that stuff, and it's kind of shifting my priorities. As I'm spending more time outside and working out and trying to better myself in those ways. And then I've been reading some nonfiction philosophy stuff again. I feel like some of that growth is at conflict with spending a bunch of time playing games. Not to say that I still absolutely believe that taking time to play games, especially in a social capacity, is not a waste of time. It's only a waste of time if it gets in the way of the other things you should be doing. Then that's a bad play, right? Because I've said this before, but in life, you do not get to not pay a price, right? You're going to pay a price for everything you do. You're going to pay a price for everything you don't do. You either sacrifice the person you are for the person you want to be. And drop the damn knife. Or you sacrifice the person you could be for the person you are, right? And I believe that wholeheartedly. So video games are great, as long as they don't get in the way of who you want to be. So I think there will be a shift to my content over the last year, etc., and so on. I snatched the knife off my arm because I thought it was like glitched in the bag. That's funny. There will be a shift because I feel like over the last year especially that I sacrificed quite a bit of time that I could have used better to be the person I want to be, right? To make these videos, which would have been fine if the channel had developed or grown in a way that could have helped me become a little more along the lines of who I want to be, which is not a criticism of anyone except my own inability to make content that people really loved and wanted to watch and wanted to share. So that's on me, right? I made a good effort at it, 3 videos a week for a year, channel didn't blow up. That's okay. That's okay. I believe that I tried hard, I put a lot of effort into it, I sacrificed other things that I shouldn't have sacrificed, and the channel's kind of flattened out. That's all right. That's all right. I'm extremely grateful for the people that do spend their time with me. They opt to share their time with me every week and in the Discord. I am humbled and I am grateful, and I am in your debt for sharing your time with me. Some that even donate to the Patreon. I'm absolutely in your debt. I'm going to continue creating content, even if it's just 2 a week, and voice my thoughts and move forward, etc., and so on. And if you still enjoy the content, hopefully you do, then hopefully I've upheld my end of our relationship, right? There's the expectation that I will keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, nothing of note. Let's try to get the picture of a spawn. I think there's an expectation, and I owe some responsibility to continue doing what I'm doing, even if I feel like a page has turned a little bit. And I'll probably come back around. My personality goes in waves. Sometimes I'm really low, sometimes I'm really high. I actually tried medication once for that, and while it flattened me out some, I felt like it took a lot of the color out of my life. I didn't really enjoy things. I didn't really enjoy thinking about things. I was kind of numb, and I still had low days. Like, they weren't as low as they were before. There's my picture boy up there. Let's go. But it definitely was not like an adequate solution for happiness, right? I am at my best, 100%, when I am learning, when I am working. Nice job. Got your picture, bro. Let's see if there's any anomalies up here immediately, and we'll call it an easier day. And we'll be a little more prepped for next week to hopefully go farther. There wasn't a big mission in the computer, but I expect that had more to do with the fact I hadn't slept. At the same time, I definitely wasn't up for a big, long mission today. We'll go back, we'll sleep, we'll pick the mission, we'll decide what we're going to do next week. It'll be good. I am at my best when I am learning, when I am growing, when I am training, when I've got something on the horizon that I'm looking forward to, that I'm looking forward to being excited about. And for a while, that was the growth of the channel. So it was really fun to think about and focus on and put a lot of time and energy into. And with the growth flattening out, I don't really have that. So at this point, create the videos. I still enjoy the interaction. I'm still grateful for people that take their time to share their time with me. But it's not as exciting to me as it was. Meanwhile, the physical training stuff, I'm getting old. And there's certain things that I want to do in my life that I am running out of time to try to do. So focusing on that has to be a priority. If these things that I want to do, that I need to do, as life changes and get older and sicker and different things pop up that you didn't expect to pop up, if I'm going to do these things, then I need to do these things. And I'm enjoying that. I'm focused on that. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to share that. By the way, in the Discord, we got a self-improvement section where you can share knowledge, share your workouts of the day. If you had a favorite song pop across during your workout that hit just right and you wanted to share it and why you wanted to share it, there's a category for that, or a channel rather for that inside the category for self-improvement. Drop in there, you know what I mean? Work together to better ourselves. You are the average of your 5 closest friends. And I don't know what that means 100% in the digital age when most people's relationships are online. That's an interesting addition to that old equation. But I do believe you're the average of your 5 closest friends. Let's be friends. You know what I mean? You come elevate me, I'll come elevate you. Let's make ourselves better. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's get it done. Let's commit to bettering ourselves, make ourselves smarter, sharper. Sharpen your body, sharpen your mind, go further, go farther. Be prepared for the opportunities that life will present you, that you are able to think analytically, that you have built the muscles of discipline and willpower, and you are physically and mentally able to seize the day when the opportunities arise so you can go further, take care of your families, go further. Join the Discord, let's work together. Let's do that. And you can also meet some good friends that like to play Ghost of Tabor all the time, even though that game frustrates the crap out of me. I have this teleportation issue based on the fact that I use Airlink to use it. When I try to use Virtual Desktop, it doesn't work at all. I might even just buy the Quest version of that game, because I feel like it seems like it has less issues. And maybe they'll just get it patched up. That was my other strategy. You know, I've never really explored over here. We'll take a quick look. My other strategy is to kind of wait for them to patch it up, because the game's receiving tons of support. So I assume that also means other companies will want to buy in, offer their technical know-how, and those devs will be able to polish the game up quicker than otherwise. Hopefully that's the case, because man, oh man, is it janky. And I have so low tolerance for jank anymore. Like, these new games keep coming out broken, like the Jedi Fallen Order. Like, I don't know 100%. I'm not speaking 100% fact, right? I guess it came out, and even with a 4090 and a 13900K, people are getting 50 frames per second. That's crazy. Hey, wife, I'm recording. Wife. Had to shoo her on her way. I get nervous when I'm recording. Anyway, game runs like crap on the best hardware, and the devs always say the same thing. It's so hard to make games for all the different systems that are out there. It's like, okay, well then why doesn't it run good on Windows 11, a 13900K, and a 4090, the newest, the best, the most premium, the most updated? You know, it's a weak cop-out. It's a weak cop-out. I am not a professional game designer, so it's not fair for me to cast stones, but it should at least run on mainstream modern hardware, right? If that is not your priority, like your priority is to try to target like the mid-range, more common systems, okay, why does it run poorly on them too, right? Anyway, let's deliver this. Special appearance by my wife, popping in, making me nervous. Like, I am not a different person when I record versus who I am day-to-day real life, right? I am not. But I do get super nervous talking into this and be like, I have a comfort level when I'm creating content and talking to you guys that I cannot reach with other people around. I'm an extremely self-conscious person by nature. Oh, we have more additional data topper. Let's read. The documents you've recovered shows that we can get additional information from weather monitors been placed years ago. Go to the Komarovo train station, secure the area, return all monitors. That sounds terrible. Bring back 3 weather monitors from the train station region. Clear the railway platform at the train station from any species. Get a stash with a submachine gun hidden on the tracks. Get it if you need more firepower. I do need more firepower. So, wow, look at these weather monitors. 1 in the village, 2 in the train yard. That's the stash, I think. And then the optional objective is to clear this of mobs. I guess we will start on that next week. In my opinion, that will be at least a 2-episode adventure. I don't have any artifacts to turn in, so we'll go ahead and start this mission, sell everything else we have, and then next week is going to be interesting. It might get broke up into 2 videos, because I don't really want to do the hour-and-a-half thing again, if I can avoid it. And then also I started playing Vertigo 2 on my Monday slot. I really liked Vertigo Remastered a lot. And so I was super stoked when Vertigo 2 came out. And I played the first episode, and I did have a good time, and I was enjoying myself, but I'll be honest, I almost feel a little burnout on it already because it's not different enough from the first one so far to really feel like I'm playing a different game. I feel like I'm playing the same game again. So I've got this like weird mental thing going on. I'm gonna play it some more and see if it grabs harder. But it might be a game that I actually need to take a break and then go back to, just to give myself time to mentally clear from the fact that I just played all the way through the first one. So there's that. So we got our mission for next week, which looks impossible. We'll have to do a little weapon maintenance and stuff and take all our ammo with us and all our HP. But we'll get through it. Let's go ahead and sell these boxes. Yeah. Been an interesting day. It's been an interesting day. I am doing well, despite the fact that this is not probably up to what I like to normally make and put out for you guys. But I do feel like I've always treated my content as more of a journal than there we go, $12. We absolutely needed that. I think this is what I'm going through in life. This is what I'm thinking about, and I put it out there in this raw, kind of unedited, open thoughts. Here it is. And that's part of my content, good or bad. Whether or not that holds me back or drives me forward, I don't know. Let's see. Today was a good day. Airlink behaved very well. I didn't suffer any teleportation, no frame drops. Everything ran great. The mission went super smooth. Made a little bit of money back from the ammo I bought that will carry me into the next big mission, which will be interesting. In my opinion, so far, 1.0 seems to have more big, interesting mission moments that I remember very well. Like when I look back on playing through 2.5, I can only think of, and I'm not going to spoil them, but I can only think of a couple missions that felt like that was pretty cool, something big happened, right? And I feel like, especially because they're multi-step, some of these missions they really put some time and energy into these, adding elements and steps. I'm enjoying them. So I have high expectations that this next mission will be very memorable, good or bad. And we'll go out and we'll find out together. Anyway, I do apologize if this video did not meet expectations for the content that I normally create. This is just me being honest and sincere. This is my headspace right now. This is what I'm going through. This is what I'm working towards. This is what I'm working through. And I will work through it, and I will go forward, and things will be better on the other side. But I do apologize if someone was let down, because I'm here because I feel a sense of responsibility to meet expectations. And I'm not sure if this video does that, but this is just me being honest. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and this shorter run, little maintenance around the base, preparation for tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day, and we're prepared for it, and we're going to go through it. We're going to come out the other side better than we started. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this tiny channel. I believe that exhausts my thoughts for the day. Hopefully you are spending your free time with the people you want to spend your free time with. Have a nice day.